to the topic, where we're highlighting Houston Community College, our students, our programs, and our reach into the community. I'm Dr. Amy Tan, Dean of English and Communications. We are here every Thursday afternoon when HCC is in session, live at 2 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube. Follow us on social media as Houston Community College District and watch us on the HCC TV via your local cable provider. Early experiences can last a lifetime. This summer, HCC's Coleman College for Health Sciences is holding a Bright Future Summer Day Camp in partnership with Prairie View A&M University's Wellness in Houston program. First up, I'm joined by Andi Atkinson, our Director of Communication Services at Coleman College, and she's here today to talk to us a little bit more about the camp. Welcome to the show, Andi.
And thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to see you and to be here.
Same. I love it when we get a chance to hang out. Well, let's start off with an overview of the event and its mission.
Absolutely. And we are super excited. We are stoked. We are partnering with Texas A&M, Prairie View, Texas A&M University with their wellness program. And we are excited. This is a first time for Coleman as well as for Prairie View A&M. And the point is we have started something called Bright Futures STEM Summer Day Camp. And the whole mission of it, the whole purpose of it is basically to expose middle school and high school students to STEM careers and the health science careers, because a lot of people forget that healthcare is also STEM. People forget about that. It's all based in biology. So we're very excited to host this day camp. It's going to take place this summer, June 9th through 12th at Coleman. And it's 4 days from 9 to 3. And the best part is it's absolutely free, thanks to a grant that was secured by the Prairie View A&M wellness program. So it's just so wonderful. We're going to have about approximately 100 students to attend our camp. And there is so much I need to tell you about.
Okay, well, it is super exciting, and it is a wonderful fit for Coleman College of Health Sciences. We'll start with who is the audience? Who's the target audience for this camp?
Absolutely. Again, middle school and high school students. So we're going to be taking in rising 9th, 10th, and 11th graders and really start exposing them now to all their future careers. And not only is it going to expose them to careers, the beauty of this camp is that it's going to be 4 days. And during those 4 days, there will also be a career fair. There will also be a field trip to TXRX. And there will also just be a success day in which they build skills such as interviewing skills, soft skills. They're the wonderful thing about this camp is that we're not just setting them up for a future in STEM, if that's what they wish to pursue, which I think they'll find very intriguing, but they're also just going to receive the skills they need, learn those skills to just have lifelong success and just have bright futures, as the name of the camp indicates.
As the camp indicates. That's
yes.
right. Well, it's wonderful that we're going to get to bring all these students onto the Coleman campus. And as you say, there's so, of course, when students are in middle school, they're thinking, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, but they're not thinking, I want to be a radiologist, I want to learn about, they don't even know what an ultrasound is, maybe, right? So
no, that's a very good point. I think when people think about healthcare careers, they only think doctor or nurse. They don't know anything else. When there are hundreds of professions in the healthcare system, health information technology, if you don't want to be touchy with patients, you can still help patients through medical records. Or as you said, you can be go into medical sonography and do ultrasounds. And part of the fun of that is seeing the little babies. That's part of the fun. The whole respiratory therapy, physical therapist assistant, there are so many occupations. And the nice thing is they will be exposed to those occupations when they come to Coleman. Of course, during this camp, they will also be exposed to other occupations in the STEM field. We are going to expose them to everything. Yes, we want them to fall in love with healthcare, but at the same time, it's whatever suits the student. And I think it's very important that students really start to explore what really intrigues them, what they're really passionate about, because in the end, you will be working your whole life. So why don't you do what you're passionate about and what you love? And when you can find a job that's perfectly suited for you, then you've won.
This is what we're hoping for these students this summer. Well, and medical forensics is my personal favorite. I think if you don't want to
That
work
would
with
suit you.
people,
That would
right? I
suit
mean,
you.
I'm a people person, but I just think medical forensics is super cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So tell us about that first day. What can students expect on that first day?
Sure. Mainly what they will be doing, at least the first half of the morning, is it's our biology day. So they will be taking a tour through several programs, and they're going to go visit several programs. And the beauty of it is when we host biology day is that they're getting biology lessons, hands-on biology lessons by real healthcare professionals. So it's always nice when they go to the LVN program. You never know what they're going to do. Sometimes it's drawing blood, sometimes it's teaching CPR, but they are magnificent at teaching the biology behind it and getting the students to really participate and really understand and put things together. I think that's the beauty of it. Another fun program that the students always love is surgical technology, because they always have a fun activity where they have to dig through intestines. But it's fun and they're learning about it. That's the beauty of it. They're having fun with these hands-on activities, and they are learning about different parts of the body. They always get a lesson out of it. So there's fun and there's the lesson. And I think we do a really good job of doing that. And again, the healthcare professionals, the instructors we have, really know their material, and they're really excellent at teaching students. And so the first half of the day, they're going to go do biology day and go visit the different programs and participate in the labs. And then during lunchtime, as they are eating, we're also going to have a healthcare career fair. And so they're going to be exposed to all the programs, not just the 5 or 6 that morning. They're going to be exposed to all the healthcare programs and ask their questions and do things like that. So it's a pretty fun afternoon for Coleman. And in the afternoon, of course, Prairie View is going to help us out as well. We've got some activities planned by Prairie View that afternoon, which are also, STEM related. So again, it's just a really full day the first day, and really, really super excited we get to have those students to ourselves.
Target audience,
Target
right?
audience,
Right there. Captive audience.
Yes.
So tell me, does surgical tech still bring out? They had that wonderful activity where you could actually remove a piece of candy from a model in the whatever, it's not a studio, but in the lab.
Yes, in the lab. And
Yeah.
I think they're still going to do that again. It's a very popular activity. The students have a blast while they're doing it. They like getting dirty. But it's really super fun. It's really super fun. And they're actually learning about the human body and anatomy, and they're learning about healthcare as well. So it's just great.
And so tell me again, this is going to be in June.
Yes, June 9th through 12th. That's a Monday through Thursday. And we right now we're promoting it now. The beauty of this thing too is that not only is it open to middle school and high school students from across Greater Houston, obviously we have parents at HCC who have middle school and high school students. They're invited. Your family, you are more than welcome to register your child for this STEM summer day camp. And if you are interested, this number will be repeated and will be put on the screen, we understand. But if you are interested or have questions, call 713-797-7015.
Fantastic. And thank you, Andi. We're going to bring you back for the final segment. But before we do that, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll explore how Prairie View A&M is partnering with HCC.
Sometimes what you need just shows up. Houston Community College has your back, whether you're knocking out some basics or upping your game for a better job. Enroll today for spring classes and frame your future with HCC.
For more than a year, we have kept you informed with more than 500 remote episodes. But now we're back, bigger and better, with more news and more guests. Join us live every weekday at 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube, and on HCC TV at noon and 5 p.m. You can watch from anywhere. We go where you go.
My daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
Welcome back to the topic. We're exploring the Bright Future Summer Day Camp, a partnership between HCC's Coleman College for Health Sciences and Prairie View A&M University's Wellness in Houston program. I'm joined by Ericka Abrams, a project manager with Prairie View A&M University Wellness in Houston. Welcome to the show, Ericka.
Thank you, Dr. Tan. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, we're so pleased to have you, and we're super excited about this partnership and this camp. So we talked a little bit about how the program is made possible through a grant.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes. So thankfully, the taxpayers of the great state of Texas are supporting this wonderful program and many others that we do with the Prairie View A&M University's Extension Wellness in Houston. So our state legislators authorize our funding in 2-year cycles, and we are fortunate in that this program is going to be funded by the state of Texas.
It is fantastic. It's really great to see our taxpayer money
Yes.
working on these important activities and supporting our students and their future, brighter futures.
Yes.
So the first segment, we talked about day one.
Mhm.
So tell us how the rest of the week is going to unfold.
Okay, so it's power packed. All right. So of course, Andi mentioned all the great stuff that they're going to get their hands on at the Coleman campus on day one, exploring healthcare careers. So days 2, 3, and 4 are also jam-packed. So day 2, we're going to work with them on soft skills, understanding how they can be successful in college as well as in high school, because we are going to have those rising 9th and 10th graders. So they're not there just yet. They're not thinking about college as intensely as our upperclassmen, right?
As we want them to.
Right, exactly. So we're going to spend time with them, helping to orient them as to how they can be most successful in high school so that they can get to the point where they're going to be the best candidate for whatever college career or military career that they choose to go into. And so on day 3, we're going to have a wonderful experience, an experiential learning activity at TXRX Labs. It's Houston's and the world's largest maker hub. And we are going to have that field trip, thankfully in partnership with Cactus Jack Foundation. So there's going to be wonderful labs there that they can explore with 3D printing, light electrical, different vocational careers there, as well as other STEM activities. We're going to have lunch. And of course, we are going to feed our wonderful youth. So breakfast and lunch will be provided on all days of the camp, as well as snacks. And then on the final day, which is Thursday, the youth are going to enjoy a college and career fair, predominantly focusing on opportunities that our local employers, we're so gracious to them. They're going to come in, talk to them about the career opportunities that are available here in Greater Houston for them that align with the messaging for STEM and healthcare. And then what is so delightful is that some of those employers are going to have job opportunities. And this is, of course, in partnership with our one of our sponsors, Workforce Solutions. So there will be paid internship opportunities for our young people who are eligible, who are age eligible for these opportunities. So giving them an opportunity to get a chance to go into the workforce during the summer, learn, understand what it's like to be in a work setting, and just start getting themselves oriented to pursuing their career endeavors.
Yeah, that is really a special feature of this camp. I mean, I think, I have college students who are looking for internships. So just introducing them at this age,
Yes.
middle school age, into that concept and giving them that exposure and really recruiting them into the fields these STEM fields that we want them to consider. And also I have to say TXRX, that their makerspace is just unbelievable. So what an incredible opportunity. And
Yes.
so you mentioned a few of our partners.
Mhm.
So tell us more about those partnerships that have made this possible.
Absolutely. So of course, working with HCC has been a delight. It's been a seamless planning process, and we're so thankful that they decided to donate their illustrious campus to us. So in addition, we have, as I mentioned, TXRX Labs, the Cactus Jack Foundation, as well as Tech Besties and Workforce Solutions. And we just added an additional partner with the Houston Housing Authority. So we're going to make sure that with Wellness in Houston, we like to all of our programs encompass 6 counties of Metro Houston, from Montgomery, Waller, Fort Bend, Harris, Brazoria, as well as Galveston counties. And so we're hopeful that we can have students represented from all of those respective counties. And then we're also partnering with the school districts to make sure we get the word out to the parents. But we're really, really excited about all of our partnerships and our sponsors who are helping to support this endeavor. We couldn't do it without them.
It's an incredible amount of work. And I think you're the person in charge, right? Bringing
Yes.
all this together.
I
This is all you're keeping us all on track.
Yes.
So, and I know that one of the features of the camp that we're all excited about is a big celebration at the end.
Yes.
What is that going to be like?
Okay, so for our young people who have, participated and learned and engaged for the entire time, we're going to essentially congratulate them with a ceremony at the end, which is Thursday afternoon. We'll have a certificate ceremony for them. And for the parents who may not be able to make it on campus for that, we're going to live stream that so that they won't miss out on being able to congratulate their child for their achievement.
That's incredible. So really putting our technology to work to make sure that we're here. These are STEM fields, and we're going to use our technology to bring everyone together. And we're so excited to be able to host everyone at Coleman campus, bring them down to the Med Center for these hands-on activities. And Andi talked a little bit about the. So I know the Coleman faculty are going to be involved in. Highlighting programs, doing a lot of hands-on activities. Tell me more about what Prairie View A&M University is going to. Are you going to have some of your faculty there?
Absolutely. Yes, we are. So the Prairie View A&M University Extension Wellness in Houston staff will be there. Dr. Carolyn Williams, who is the Executive Associate Director of Extension, will likely pop in and see all of our hard work. We're probably going to have representation from the College of Agriculture, Food and Natural Resources. So Dr. Jacqueline Sanders, who's one of the faculty there and one of our extension specialists, she will be there. And of course, my illustrious and dedicated team. I can't name all 20 plus of them, but they know who they are and they are dedicated. And our extension agents, our program coordinators, and all of our associated staff. I can't do this alone. It's partly my brainchild, but this is something that all of our energies are going towards to make sure that the children have a very rich experience.
Well, it truly is a partnership. So many people involved. And before we have to jump to a commercial, I'm just wondering, how are you getting all of the students from Midtown to TXRX? Is there going to be transportation?
Yes, absolutely. So as many people understand, transportation can be very costly. So we have a very generous donation from the Cactus Jack Foundation. And that is Travis Scott's foundation, native Houstonian, who really, really cares about making sure that our young people are exposed to wonderful educational and experiential learning opportunities. His foundation will be donating the buses for us to travel back and forth from the campus to TXRX.
Oh, that's really amazing. What an incredible donation, and really helping to make this camp work. Well, we're going to take a little break. When we return, we're going to talk more about how students can connect the camp to their future career. And both Andi and Ericka will be back to talk about that.
Sometimes what you need just shows up. Houston Community College has your back, whether you're knocking out some basics or upping your game for a better job. Enroll today for spring classes and frame your future with HCC.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back to the topic. We're exploring the Bright Futures Summer Day Camp, a partnership between HCC's Coleman College for Health Sciences and Prairie View A&M University's Wellness in Houston program. I'm joined by Andi Atkinson and Ericka Abrams, who we've already had an opportunity to speak with, and we're gonna talk about some more features of this incredible program. And we want to talk a little bit about some of our partners, in particular, Workforce Solutions. Can one of you tell us more about Workforce Solutions? What does it do? How did Workforce Solutions become involved?
Yes, absolutely. So we are delighted that Workforce Solutions was actually considered one of our extension agents, Trojan Noble. He has been working diligently to build our partnerships. And so he brought Workforce Solutions to the table, and it was a natural fit considering we're working with our youth to talk about careers. Well, they are an agency that supports the community in career development, in upskilling, reskilling, and helping our community members essentially have opportunities for employment. So they were a natural fit. So they are going to bring in various vendors, several employers that represent the greater Houston workforce community. And as I mentioned before, they have the capacity to actually provide some paid internships to our young people. That is extremely valuable. As you mentioned, Dr. Tan, having that early exposure is key to what the workforce is going to look like for our young people.
Absolutely. We were very excited, by the way, when you secured them, because at Coleman, we are already working with Workforce Solutions. We are already working with them. They really love our students because that's what we do. We feed them into the healthcare workforce. So it was just a natural fit all around for Prairie View as well as for Coleman. So we're very excited that they're coming out.
It's going to be a wonderful partnership and this grant opportunity that they've really committed to and supported. So speaking of those careers, Andi, what does the current and near future demand for healthcare and STEM look like, particularly in the Houston area?
Oh, wow. It is in high demand, absolutely high demand. All of our graduates honestly are finding work as soon as they graduate. And if they're not, it's probably because they're taking some time off, but it's not because of lack of employment, lack of jobs. They are out there. And I don't think we can graduate enough students truthfully fast enough, no matter what the area is in. So the point is that there's always demand, and the demand is only going to continue growing. You really cannot go wrong going into the healthcare field or other STEM fields as well. But of course, we know healthcare, and healthcare is it's just always going up. It's fantastic.
And Ericka, you were also talking about the demand. Can you add some to that?
Absolutely. Yes. As Andi said, really, and being in Houston, the fourth largest city in the nation, the population is continuing to grow.
Absolutely.
And so our young people have a vast array of careers that they can pursue. But as it relates to STEM as well, the elephant in the room is AI and automation and robotics. What does that really mean for us? Well, we're all still really learning, right?
We are, that is for sure.
Yes, we're at the, the precipice of this very exciting but angst-provoking technology that's being ushered into our worlds every day, right? And so the young people, we want to make sure that they understand that it's not something to be fearful of, but it's something to want to explore and be inquisitive about. So we're all learning together, because the reality of it is it's here, it's not going anywhere, it's just going to expand, and it actually impacts all industries, you know, from healthcare to the various life sciences and all technologies, right? So learning what it is, and we'll have professionals there that are in the industries to talk to them about robotics, automation, AI. We have our partnership with Tech Besties. We also have Johnson Consulting that's going to talk about maritime robotics. I mean, we are really, really working hard to build a robust experience for our young people. So there'll be a lot that they'll take away from it, and we hope that the parents will appreciate it as well.
It just sounds fantastic. And yes, AI is part of the technology in STEM.
Absolutely.
You can't escape it. And so you mentioned some of the employers, and I know you've talked a little bit about the lifelong skills. So let's talk a little bit about Career Day. And so how are you connecting? So we know there's going to be internships, and you're going to offer some opportunities for students to practice. Are you going to help them with like writing their resume or interview? What do you have planned?
That's all part of it on day 2. And
Yes.
she's got a full day plan, by the way.
Yes,
They have a
yes.
full day plan.
Absolutely. So a lot of the things that they're going to practice on the second day, they're going to get to actually execute and implement on the career day. And so they'll get to put that learning in action and have an opportunity to get some constructive, not criticism, but, you know, constructive feedback, because they're learning. And, you know, our whole goal is to make sure that they have all of the tools that they need to be successful. And so they'll get a chance to have those one-on-ones with the employers, and in a very friendly and welcoming environment.
So creating a safe space, and this week that you have planned is really coming together to incorporate all of the, you know, we're going to have introductions, we're going to get to practice and participate in activities, and then the career day and a wonderful celebration at the end. So I want to thank both of you for joining me today, Andi and Ericka. I really appreciate your time and enthusiasm and all of the incredible work that has gone into this.
And we look forward to promoting this event with you next year.
Absolutely.
That's
Second
right.
annual.
Yes.
We will be looking forward to that. Well, thanks for joining us on the topic. If you enjoy the show, follow us on Facebook and YouTube as Houston Community College District. To listen to the topic and more HCC TV programming, visit hccs.edu/podcasts. And for the topic on HCC TV, I'm Dr. Amy Tan.